In this video, I'm going to show you how to chamfer or edge break on non-planar surfaces of this part. So let's get started. First off, a work plane or mill part setup was created above the part and parallel to the bottom plane. Inside our mill part setup, 2.5 axis feature type, curve. Let's go ahead and start with the boss. I can either pick the edge or I can pick this face. For this example, I'll pick the face. We'll come over to our end condition, make sure that our strategy is edge break. Now, the end condition direction is showing us that it is above the curve that we want to chamfer. So we're going to change the direction and we're going to give it a depth, let's say 0.2. Now, feature profile has to do with this arrow. This arrow is showing us the direction or the side of the curve that the tool is going to cut. If we were to run this right now, it would cut this as if it were a pocket. So we need to flip this arrow to the outside. Edit feature profile, segment 1, and change the direction. Now the tool will cut on the outside of the curve. Say OK. Everything here looks pretty good. OK again. Now you see that we have a curve feature with an edge break strategy. Let's go ahead and generate the operation plan. And let's generate the toolpath. And let's go ahead and simulate that toolpath. And yes, it's that easy. In this example, we are going to put a chamfer or edge break on the non-planar edges of this feature using the same techniques we used on the boss feature. So let's get started. Inside of our feature tree, mill part setup 1, 2.5 axis feature. Make sure that our feature type is set to curve feature. And now we need to select the entities that we want chamfered. I'm going to pick an edge, and then I'm going to select tangency to make sure that I have all of the edges. I will then go to the end condition, make sure that the strategy is set to edge break. I'm then going to check the end condition direction to make sure that it is in fact below the edge we want chamfered, which it is. I'm going to set the depth to 100 thousandths. And then I'm going to check the feature profile, or the arrows. The arrows are all pointing in, which is correct because we want the tool to cut on the inside of the curves. Everything else looks good. We'll hit OK. We see we have our new curve feature with an edge break strategy. We're going to go ahead and generate that operation plan and generate the toolpath. And then we're going to go ahead and simulate that toolpath. Looks pretty good. It really is that easy. In this final example, we are going to put a chamfer on the edges of the counterbore holes. Except this time, I'm going to use extract machinable features. Since this mill part setup 10 isn't necessary, I'm just going to go ahead and suppress that. We will see that it did in fact find a counterbore hole group. We will go ahead and generate the operation plan, and then we will go ahead and we will generate just the new toolpaths. If we look at this, we can see that it wants to follow a planar surface, which does us no good on a non-planar situation. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. Now what I am going to do is go back, mill part setup 1, a 2.5 axis feature, curve feature, and then I'm going to pick the edges with the counterbore holes. End condition, make sure it's set to edge break. Direction is correct, but we'll give it a depth of 0.2. Looking at the feature profile, we can see that the arrows are pointing inward. That is also correct. We'll go ahead and hit OK. We can see that we have our curve feature with an edge break strategy. Generate the operation plan. Generate the toolpath. Now I am going to go into this toolpath and I want to edit a few parameters. So edit definition. The first thing I want to do is in the lead-in, I want to change the midpoint to a start point. And on the NC tab, I want to change the clearance plane to the setup origin. And make sure that when the tool goes from one edge to the other, it clears this curved surface here. I'll go ahead and hit OK. And let's simulate that toolpath. Looks pretty good. And yes, it really is that easy.